Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I hope everything's okay in your life. In this video, I will share my thoughts on the nerfs about Drakania Awakening. As you know, Drakania Awakening has been dominating the game in terms of PvP for almost a year. She had many strong ways, and all of these together were causing serious issues. The nerfs were completely aimed at preventing the class from being meta class. Yes, we have roughly answered our question. Drakania Awakening is no longer a character that meta players can easily dominate by tagging. Let's check the details and try to understand why she will no longer be a meta character. Let me read the developer's note first. Awakened Drakania was able to swiftly approach and ambush enemies using the mobility gained from the Flow Makrohanan's wings and Flow Wings of Distraction. Particularly, Flow Wings of Distraction allowed for starting flight from a distance and moving, then suddenly disappearing and reappearing, Tectonic Slam and Storm Maul to apply debuffs. It means CCs. This made it difficult for opponents to respond. To address this, chains have been made to allow combos only after landing motion, giving opponents somewhat of a fighting chance to respond to Awakening Drakania's mobility. Also, we have adjusted Makrohanan's health HP recovery effects to prevent Drakanias from suddenly recovering too much HP during combos. Instead, a certain level of HP can be maintained continuously when dealing damage outside of combos. So the first skill is about Flow Dragonflight. Change the skill to be unable to combo into Hexablood Tectonic Slam, Hexablood Stormal, Hexablood Tip of Scale, and Dragonblood Tip of Scale while flying. Accordingly, change so that you can land when pressing E, RMB or LMB during fight. Change the skill to combo into Hexablood Tectonic Slam or Hexablood Stormal after character has fully landed. Improve the smoothly combo with the Hexablood Tip of Scale and Dragonblood Tip of Scale after landing. Improve the smoothly combo into Hexablood Tectonic Slam, Hexablood Stormal, Hexablood Tip of Scale or Dragonblood Tip of Scale after landing while evading laterally. The reason for these nerfs is actually this. Especially when you have like Z buff, shy buffs, E buffs on you, that's when there are like speed buffs that will affect our movements and animations. We will be able to approach our enemies in a way that is difficult to detect and perceive. One of the main reasons for this is that our game does not allow such as fast movement to be reacted. Both the ping factor and the game's 2040 create serious problems. It will no longer be possible to cancel this flight instantly with the mentioned 4 skills and instantly CC our opponents. The character will first stop the flight, land, and then we will be able to use our skills. This will inevitably be a more noticeable situation for the opposing sides. Also, during this time, the unprotected time will be increased, and the probability of being CC'd by something in large scale in the battles will increase even more, because most of the skills they are unprotected. The risk factor is significantly increased. The other update about Hexablood and Dragonblood Tip of Scale, change to consume 150 stamina when attack third is activated while moving. Accordingly, stamina does not recover. Change the attack 3 refraction, Flow Makrohanan Wings, and the Flow Dragonflight to move further when comboed. Same situation for Tip of Scale. Change to consume 150 stamina when activated while moving. Accordingly, stamina does not recover. So when using movement skills or moving, stamina will be consumed and there will be no stamina replenishment during the animation. This is a big nerf. This is literally one of the biggest nerfs in the class. The main reason for this is the movement cancel methods currently seen you on the screen. By using the multiple skills, it was possible to move forward during this movement. And imagine that you're seeing normal version of speed and just imagine shy buff, E buff and Z buff, and your stamina almost never run out. Now you will not be able to continuously perform this movement. The movement itself is already unprotected, and with the added stamina nerf, it will make the skill no longer be a very efficient movement. Another nerf is related to heal passive Makrohanan's Heart. Change the HP recovery effect of Doombringer 5% of max HP 6 times to 4 times, up to 50% max HP. Change the HP recovery effect of Dragonblood Thundering Roar 5% of max HP 10 times to 6 times, up to 50% of max HP. Change the HP recovery effect, Hexablood Extinction and Dragonblood Savage Decree 5% max HP 2 times to 4 times. Fix the issue where Drakania's HP intermittently recovered additional HP when using Doombringer during other skills even though her HP was more than 50%. In the two main skills, heal has been significantly nerfed. Doombringer and Thundering Roar Dragonblood will no longer be fresh frustrating in terms of instant HP increase. Additionally, the bug related to feeling HP by 50% or more has been fixed with this patch. For example, in before, when your HP was at, let's say, that 40%, using Doombringer skill will feel up to maybe 80%, and it was disgusting due to this bug. The heal buffs on the Savage Decree and Extinction skill seems like mostly PvE balance, because it seems like you're gonna lose big sustain from Doombringer and the Sundering or Dragon Blood, and they wanted to maybe keep it in balance, and they just separately give like 2 ticks for Extinction and 2 ticks for Savage Decree. The last nerf is about damage. We all agreed that the Obliterate skill was dealing too much damage. A nerf has been implemented to prevent this heavily protected high damage. In my opinion, PAE has been fair and nerfed by 16%. In my Drakania recommendation report, I offered 20% PvP damage reduction. I might be a little bit crucial, I have to accept that. The value change you see on the screen is a change in PvP damage reduction. So when you compare it with the old damage, the damage reduction is actually greater than what it's seen. You can already see how much damage has been lost on the screenshots. Frankly, I believe they have reviewed the reports we sent about the nerfs. The class is definitely not killed. Especially when you checked it, you will see it. The simplest but the very powerful thing that forum players, meta chasers, always used will no longer be possible. So you won't be able to quickly land in the middle of the crowd with a long distance flight and a fast flight, deal damage with a KDCC, and feel the damage you're taking the meanwhile with a shift Q at the absurd heal rates. The landing animation has been extended, shift E damage has been nerfed, and shift Q heal has been nerfed. On the other hand, the heal passive has been bug fixed, and now your health will not be filled more than 50%. This will eliminate the easy and freeloading playstyle. People have to play the character more thoughtfully and carefully. In final part, there is something I want to add. She was extremely powerful in PvP, not anymore. During the PvE reworks, it received significantly less damage buff compared to other classes, and at the same time, the chronic PvE problems were not addressed and fixed. I hope significant steps will be taken for PvE as soon as possible, because if the class is left like this, the number of the players will decrease incredibly. Only those who play Drakania will clearly understand the reason for this, because if you want to learn Drakania in depth, it takes months to master and get used to these details. You have to use high APM, high attention, and it will be a situation that players will not prefer to get barely average efficiency with lots of effort. Would you really like to play a class with too much invested time, with too much effort, high APM, and you're gonna just touch barely average? In fact, most of the Drakania main players have already started to feel uncomfortable because of this situation. I hope the necessary work will be done as soon as possible. So, what are you guys thinking about these changes? Please let me know in the comment section. I hope you guys like my contents. Do not forget, BDO is just a game. Have a nice game.